I've noticed, and there's been talk, right? And I've made notes on this. Tell me where I'm right and I'm wrong, that there's a movement, and you're a part of it, to bring together a left-wing economic populism and a right-wing social populism that looks something like the following, right? So like an economic philosophy that champions the common person against elites, corporations, billionaires, and the financial establishment, right? So the core belief is that, which I'm with you. I'm with you on this. The economic system is rigged by the wealthy to exploit the working class. Key goals: redistribution of wealth, so higher taxes on the rich and the corporations to fund public services. Tell me if I'm getting this right or wrong. Strong social safety nets, universal health care, free college, robust social security, labor power, strengthening unions and worker protections, protectionism, opposing free trade deals for fair trade deals. And then on the right-wing social populism, a cultural philosophy that champions the people, often defended by nationality, ethnicity, or tradition against a perceived cultural elite, academics, the media, progressive activists. The core belief is that the nation's traditional identity, values, and security are under attack by globalists, immigrants, and woke culture. I'm there on the undocumented immigrants. But with that said, this is for people who feel economically abandoned and culturally alienated. Do you feel like this is a thing? And if so, are you a part of it?
I haven't ever heard it. I haven't heard it read out like that before, and so I don't know that I subscribe to all of those policies. What I am 100% for is pulling the left and the right, the American people, pulling us back together. That's the America I love. This was before I got involved in politics. I was friends with everybody. We all were. Politics did not reign over our family get-togethers, our social events, the freaking Super Bowl, concerts. My God, everything. We had life, and it was so fun. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. I want to go back to the days of the government can be seen but not heard. Not heard. I don't want to hear a fucking thing you say. Shut up. I want that. Now, what does it look like policy-wise? I'm one of those got to get in the granular details and read the actual legislation or the policy description and analyze, well, how does that affect us? Can we actually afford that? We're $40 trillion in debt, and we're 7 years away from Social Security being insolvent. These are major problems. So for as far as the economic policies, I'd have to get more into to understand. But I think that what I want to see is I just love people. I love all the people. I don't care what group they are. I don't care their race. I don't care whatever their sexual this. I don't care about their religion. I just think that people are so great that we need to pull ourselves together, and we have to hold our government accountable. That's what our founding fathers told us to do. It's a mandate. Hold your government accountable. And we have lost ourselves. Yeah. We have totally lost ourselves and been easily lulled and distracted into a world where we're just too busy, or we're just too, I don't know. The American people have lost our identity. We come from our ancestors are the same people that took down the most powerful king on the planet simply because they were pissed off about 3% taxes on their tea. They were badasses. Why can't, let's get back to that kind of thinking, Okay, we've got our government's a bunch of pedophiles, and they're all in it together, and they're eating children. Hold on. And our taxes are way past 3%. We should be really, really mad. Really, really mad. And so I'm interested in, let's pull a movement together across the country that says enough.
Okay, so what do we do? So we're listening to you, right? We want to lay down our tribalism at the door for a minute here, and we're all starting to wake up to the fact that this culture war is a friggin' ruse and a distraction, because this cabal is real, very clearly. It's all in the emails now. The show's over. These go back years. This is real. This is happening. These are crimes against all of us as humans, right and left, every color, every religion, so on and so forth. Let's unite over this. Come on, team. We've got a moment. Let's go. How, though? How? When Thomas Massey is being crucified, when you're exiting stage right, when John Fetterman, I don't know if you like this guy or not, but I do see his ability to kind of call out bullshit where he sees it. I don't know his policies, but I appreciate that he's willing to say, hey, not all Republicans are Nazis. Like, the guys that go against the grain, they get primaried. And I have a feeling that if they make it past that, they will get disappeared. So how?
Well, it's not going to be one thing that's going to fix it. And we have to all realize that this could be the hardest thing that any of us do in our lifetime. Because certainly when we've watched any people throughout history and they've made major changes to their government or major changes to the trajectory of their country, it was not easy. It just wasn't. But truthfully, if we look at one real fact, the American people are the ones that have the power. They pay all the taxes. Yeah. They donate and vote to put these politicians into power. So when the American people recognize that they really have the power, then they have the power to begin a series of statements that lead to organized events, that leads to organized actions, that reins in our government and says, no, we're not going to tolerate this. And that's what I believe in. And do I have a plan laid out? No, I don't have a plan laid out, but I believe it takes many people coming together to create that plan. I don't think one person can do it on their own. And but I think it's a willingness. And I realized something. I was like, I'm fighting this so hard, and I'm kind of on the battlefield by myself, and that's not cool. I don't really want to be out here fighting by myself. If nobody else is fighting, nobody else is willing to do this, then why am I out here like sacrificing myself? So it really takes a lot of people. It can't take, just a handful. It really has to be the American people recognizing that we have a problem, and the problem is going to get real ugly really fast. And like I said, think about this. Social Security is insolvent in 7 years. 7 years. Yeah. That's crazy. 7 years. Social Security is insolvent. So this generation, the baby boomers, not the rich ones, a lot of them are really poor, that live off of their Social Security checks. They're not going to be getting those Social Security checks in 7 years. And me and you, our generation, well, we're screwed. Yep. And then the kids, forget it. Right. They're never going to get a penny. Like, this is just one little problem that no one talks about. But here we are. We're supposed to be, I don't know. We're supposed to be looking at, we're getting stuff thrown in our face that we can't even mentally digest.
No, it's almost impossible. You're right. All right, guys, if you like this clip and you want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want more content like this, you can subscribe to the show by clicking